Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 57.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple ago. And now he knows what to play a near perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose. And that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla. But once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is,
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Jags are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers again now.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
James Robinson,
His second touchdown of the Super Bowl.
and the Jaguars will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. An impressive 75-yard punt return.
And the Jaguars continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores. And
now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
that was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Carter Landry.
46 yards.
And the Jaguars are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Lambeau on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more.
And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see it where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab.
And the Jaguars are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Draw play, Etienne fighting him off. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carter Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that will extend this big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Amari Rodgers complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The give to Jones. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Rodgers.
That's complete to Rodgers.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Boy, 196 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Reynolds, 52 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man complete, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Rodgers over the middle, and that's caught by Rodgers. 7 yards the pickup there. On second down, it's Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Packers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On second down now, it's Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Here's Robinson again on second down. Robinson, a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. 218 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run. Robinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Super Bowl 56.
Well, I have officially seen it all, folks. I mean, where do we even begin? The Jacksonville Jaguars are Super Bowl champions. And they did it after an undefeated season. Undefeated. Undefeated. So I need you to help me out here. What words could I, your humble correspondent, possibly string together to reflect the enormity of this accomplishment? No, seriously, help me out. Send us your thoughts. And yeah, you know, it never takes long for my listeners to start chiming in on social. Here's the first comment, short and sweet. Will never be repeated. And, you know, to that I add, will always be remembered. All right, now here's another good one. How to make Kevin speechless. I know, hard to do, right? But, I mean, now this one, can you blame me? Let's see, keep scrolling. Here's one. I hope it wasn't on rookie difficulty. Hope it wasn't on rookie difficulty. No idea what that means, but I'll take your word for it. All right, keep those comments coming as we continue on with the show. We've got so much to cover about one of the most historic seasons